If you're thinking about associating a wiki page you have created on Teamio to one or more procedure codes, you can do this by automatically creating tasks through the workflow. And the way to do that is if you come to the workflow icon here on the bottom left navigation, you can see there's a workflow builder. Once you click there, you're going to come to this screen here. You may not have all of these workflows created, but these are something we refer to as triggers. So you kind of have to work backwards and think about, when do I want this task created? Do you want this task created when a certain procedure code is completed or the appointment is scheduled? So for example, let's look at this trigger here, appointment completed. You would go into modifying the workflow if you've already created it. And if you don't have this, for example, if you look at the top, here's triggers and there's actions. I'm just showing you this is an existing workflow. If for any reason you don't have this, you're creating a new one, you would simply just drag the trigger. If you're deciding that you want this to take place when an appointment is completed at Open Dental, you would drag this appointment completed right onto the screen. I'm not going to do that because I already have one created here, okay? Or if it's an appointment schedule trigger, you would drag that on there, okay? All right. So once you've done that, then that's the trigger. Then you want to go on to this next tab here that says action. Now you're going to click on, you're going to drag over assign Teamio task because that's when the automation will take place. So once you drag that under this, you can click on it. And now here is where you do the procedure code matching. So for example, if these are my existing one, if you don't have any of these created, you just say add, and then you can custom select one or more procedure codes. For example, whatever, if you know what the procedure code is, you can start to type it 6010, or let's say you start typing an implant, you can actually search through the results and actually select it. Okay, so for example, here I've created a procedure code. Whenever this appointment is completed with this custom code in Open Dental, clear aligner records, you want to assign a task to one or more team members. So you can just select the team members that you want this task assigned to. Then you're going to go ahead and add in the description of the task. Here I've said prep, design, and submit case to Arch form. You're going to select the due date of the task. If you want this task to be done immediately with an immediate due date, you can select that, or one day after the on the day of the appointment, or one day before the appointment date, etc., etc. Okay. Now here is where you attach the wiki page to the task that's going to be created. All right. Make sure you've already created the wiki page that you're trying to associate with one or more procedure codes that are going to be triggering this task. So once the wiki page is created, that's when you come here. If you have not created the wiki page yet, just simply close out and come back to it, okay? So once you've associated the wiki page, you just select it and make sure you hit save, all right? Hit save. And then you're going to close out and then make sure to hit save workflow. All right, that's super important. There's a blue button on top that you need to click save workflow. All right, this way it'll save everything that you just made changes to. All right, so clicking on the thing here, whatever the date is, attaching a wiki page, okay, and then hitting save. All right, so I hope that was helpful.